Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 269. Today we have that same ultimate mixer that we ran last week. Really liked it. Good price point. So we got a hobby box of 28, 1, 22, series 1, 2 retail each of extended and series 2, and then finishing off with a box of ultimate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this break. Again, it's fairly solid mix last week. A few people shout out. Again, if you get shout out in this break, you'll get a Hockey Card Day in Canada Laugh card with your thing. So yeah, anyways, let's get started. 3 times on the name, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Right, there we go. All right, 3 times on the names. Once, twice, and third time. Percy just in time. They just started. Sarah on top, Debbie on the bottom. And teams 3 times. Once, twice, and third time. Florida on top, Bruins on the bottom. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Sarah, you've got the Florida Panthers. Good luck vibes with the Nashville Predators. Peter with the Rangers. Brent, you've got the Canucks. Pierre with the Penguins. Kevin with the Ducks. Kim Lynn with the Stars. Sean, you've got the Capitals. Steven with the Wild. David, you've got the Leafs. Emil with Vegas. Jordan with the Senators. Peter with the Sabres. Emil with the Hurricanes. Jess, you've got the Blues. Kim with the Habs. Kevin with the Kings. David with the Lightning. Jordan with the Flames. Kevin with the Coyotes. Craig with the Devils. Debbie with the Sharks. Ivy with Chicago. Kevin with the Jets. Percy with the Oilers. Jason, you got the Red Wings. Emil with the Islanders. Dennis with the Avalanche. Bill with the Flyers. Peter with Columbus. And Debbie with the Bruins. I'm over into the team viewer in 1 second here, but yeah. Kevin, maybe you'll get another bunting. All right. Save. PNG. Final. Live. Crank down my system audio. There we go. All right, so there are your teams. I'm just gonna empty my garbage quickly so we have some space for cards because that kind of matters. 1 second. Not for cards, for wrappers. Let me make that clear. All right, that's good. So gravity boxes, I mean, it's hard to put a legit price on them because I don't know them. I think the one thing I would say is that you don't get as many Young Guns per those packs, but you should still get enough. So let's see. But yeah, like that's not bad. So I think they're very similar to I don't know exactly what the odds were, but I think it's similar to Blasters. I'm not 100% sure. So here I accidentally. Yeah, it all depends on the pull rate of like Young Guns, right? That's ultimately what it comes down to. I don't know if they're under the dollar one, which is like rare, but yeah, it all depends on the odds because I think there's like one SKU that is like they're like 1 in 50, so it really depends on what the pull rate of them are, and I know it's changed a lot. So, all right, don't see anything on the trade tree or trade front. Let's get in the box one of extended here. Here we go. Yeah, blasters should have 2 because they're 12-pack, right? Yeah, and 1 in 6. I need pack of standard top loaders because it ironically finished off perfectly. However many I had out while sorting last week. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I think, like, relative to retail price, you got a good deal. It's just, like, content-wise, I mean, if you're looking for base and stuff, that'll be fine. I don't know about Young Guns. Again, if it's the Young Guns fall 1 and 4 in that, like, that is terrific because you essentially got a very cheap retail box, a better retail box and cheaper. So, sorry, I just got spam calls coming. I'm asking for them to not call me with any marketing stuff, and they keep on calling me with marketing stuff. Grumble. Alright. Yep, I actually really liked Extended last week in the retail, so looking forward to this again. Their only Young Gun is Logan Stanley in Extended. Actually, that's their only Young Gun for the past 2 years, essentially. So, here we go. Carlson for the Capitals, right? Or no, they had Berdine at some point. Shesterkin for the Rangers. Hillis for the Habs. Backstrom on the Orange Dazzlers for the Capitals. Base pack, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, base pack. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another base pack. Bischoff for Vegas on the Young Guns. 7. Varlamov for the Islanders. 4, 5, 6, 7. Norris for the Senators. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sharon Govich for the Devils on the rookie class. And, well, there's Mr. Stanley. Sorokin for the Islanders on the holographics. Oh, I just saw a Troy Stetcher base card. And can I just say that I am very thrilled for Troy Stetcher. Always start, like, one of the very few players who, I guess we wouldn't say very few, but one of the players, like, over the past 5 years who always starts off in, like, the bottom of his team's defense pairings, whether it's, like, 6th or 7th defenseman. And every single year finds a way to work himself up into, like, meaningful minutes at the end of the year when the games matter the most. Like, and then produces in those games, like every single year. You know, he's one of those players, like, he's not the biggest defenseman, but he's very good, and he's, like, exactly what you want from a defender like him, where he plays really well, especially at the end of the year. And, yeah, he just seems like a really good locker room person. Like, he's loved by fans. Oh, I'm just so happy to see him do well. I hope for his sake. Yeah, he was with the Canucks for a long time. Then he signed like a really cheap bargain contract with the Red Wings, and then he got traded to LA for a 7th, and like that trade for a 7th with LA isn't turning out to be one really, really good pickup, because he's providing them with lots of value in the playoffs. He's up for the Senators. Zoop. Mitchell for Chicago on the retro. Base pack. Cousins for the Sabres. There's a bunting for the Yotes. There we go. Zach Jones is a very, very highly touted prospect. I quite like him, and he's honestly one of the ones that I would say hold. Kalia for the Kings, because he looks like he's going to be very good. Matthews for the Leafs. Yeah, I mean, that's how extended it is, right? Like, you can go through a lot and not get anything, and then boom, you get both of them. Or you get them in back-to-back boxes. Weber for the Habs. Holtz for the Kings. Ty Smith for the Devils on the Orange Dazzlers. McDavid for the Oilers on the Ultimate Victory. And Sorokin for the Islanders on the Premier Prospects. So, yeah. I mean, like, both are probably going to end up having similar production in their NHL careers. I know quite a few, like, people that I trust with prospects that are very high on Zach Jones. Like, legitimate top 4 potential. So, and I think there's a very good chance that he breaks in with the Rangers. He's also in the right market for his cards to go up. So, yeah, I can, like, a quick look at his stats. Like, he isn't amazing at this point, but he's still, like, he holds his own. So, let me do a quick check here. Zach Jones. Single season. Yeah. Yeah, like, wasn't great with the Rangers this year, but again. Like, long term, definitely a decent bet. Like, there are worse players to get, so. Yeah, definitely worse players to get than him. I think he did well at the AHL level too, like, just kind of crushed it, so. One of those players that, like, I'm shocked is actually getting the love that he is, but very highly touted prospect, so. Let me just pull up. Ooh, that was dangerous. I rested my wrist on my knife, and I thought it was fully retracted, but it was not. Yeah, like 21 with his stats in the AHL are like very, very, very good. So, Suter for the Wild. Pietrangelo for Vegas. Joseph for the Penguins. Like, normally people with that become, like, somewhat of an impact player, so... Coronar for the Sharks on the Young Guns. Hey, Emlad. Base pack, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Johnson for the Blue Jackets on the Young Guns. Ooh, we have our first parallel of the Reds to, I think they're to 350. Yeah, Ultimate Victory Red 350 of Kevin Lankinen for Chicago. These are retail exclusive, so not the like biggest card, but hey, like again, if you hit like a Kaprizov or a Laugh, like pretty solid pull. So Mula for the Flyers. I really like that they did that in retail. Reese Johnson for Chicago. I think it's a really nice touch. So Dellandrea for the Stars. Ingham for the Kings. And Doughty for the Kings. And the Kings are the team to have with like extended normally. Just have a lot of young guns. Like you're pretty much going to get at least one. Like if you don't get a young gun in 2 boxes of extended, like honestly even like 2 young guns in 2 boxes of extended, it's probably unlucky. I think they've got 4. They've got Ingham, Holtz, Strand, and Kaliev. And there's 25 total young guns, well 24 including the checklist, which Kaliev is a part of, so 4.5. Yeah, I like Zach Jones. Probably needs like another year or so, but it just depends on how the Rangers do. I could see him getting traded from New York, which is the main danger, but Kaliev is like, he's tough to find, but also easy, because like, I think a lot of people bought him early on. I don't know what his sale value is at, actually. That's a good one for me to look up, because I haven't checked in a long time. I feel like he's probably in that $10 range or so. 5 to 10, 13, 5. Yep, somewhere's in there. But yeah, with extended, it's very like very very hit or miss. So speaking of hitting, there he is, Kaliev. It's got a little bit of a soft white edge there. Perron for the Blues. Okay, we need you to say a shield right before we open the ultimate box. Base pack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorokin for the Islanders on the holographics. Laugh for the Rangers on the Ultimate Victory. Velarde for the Kings. Man, Kings crushed it this break. 5, 6. And there's a checklist between the Panthers and Kings. We've got both teams. I think they're separate. So this should be a random. Yeah, Sarah's got them, and then Kings is Kevin. Yeah, it's you. So that'll be a random. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Bobrovsky with the orange in the background for the Panthers. Foodie for the Blue Jackets. Kaliev for the Kings, because of course, why not? Velarde for the Kings, why not? And Huberdeau for the Panthers. Okay, I'm just curious. I know we have another break after this, but like, how many cards did the Kings get there? just like to pique my curiosity, you had 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4, 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, you have 8 and maybe 9 if you get the random, which is just crazy. Alright, here we go. The shrink wrap on this is awful. Oh, that just like disintegrated. Oh. The Kings are just crazy strong and extended though because of like that. 2 count. I mean, hey, if we get one, I'd be happy. I think we got one. Did we get one last week? Yeah, we got I think we definitely got one and the retro and extended, so. Jordan, which Kirill exclusives? We pulled 3. Pulled 2 base and 1 retro. Yours? I mean, fair. Man, he took his game to another level. Hey, Bill. Oh, man. Headed to the airport to go to LA for Game 6? Oh, boy. Well, you've got the Flyers in this break, so... Hopefully it's better than not. Jordan, do you still have that? And nice, glad it got that 10. Ooh, that's a good hold. I probably wouldn't have held it, but no, actually, I guess over the summer it would have got low enough. True for the Sharks and Olsen for the Sabres. The Oilers are gonna be like in a really weird. They're either gonna do really good or really bad, and no in between tomorrow. Panthers, Prisky for the Panthers. On the Young Guns. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 base pack. 6, 7 Kravtsov for the Rangers. Nugent Hopkins for the Oilers. Regulo for Chicago. And Byram for the Avs on the Green Dazzlers. Probably there. I hope that, like, Harley for the Stars, that for, like, McDavid and Draisaitl's sake, that it's not just, like, them crushing it. Bowers for the Avs. Kershaw for Chicago. Stützle for the Senators. Well, it's not Kaprizov, but good enough. Yeah, that should be fun. Either way. Not gonna lie, I'm excited to see Setcher do well. I want to see the Oilers make the second round. I want to see a Battle of Alberta. Malkin for the Penguins. Mikolo for the Blues. Like, even that's not a guarantee. So, we're in Ottawa. Ottawa is Jordan. There you go. Yeah. They need early shots and pressure, and then they need average goaltending. Like, I know LA generated a lot, but like, there are definitely a few shots that were savable, to say the least. Oh, I want to see the Leafs make the second round. For 2 reasons. One, I think people underestimate that, like, the vast majority of the coverage the Leafs get is because they lose so much. And, like, it's going to be like, when is this going to happen? And if they actually win a Stanley Cup, these fans might be insufferable for a little bit, but it'll die down eventually. And then also there will be a lot less like haha 1967 jokes, which honestly is gonna be better. Because like literally how hockey discourse goes right now with Leafs, it's like, hey, we're doing something bad. Leafs fans are all like very like kind of not hopeful, as like good rule of thumb. McMichael for the Capitals because they've been disappointed so many times. Latunoff for the Sharks. But like it's generally Sharon Govich for the Devils, nice young gun there. It's generally like, hey, like we might have a chance. Yandel for the Panthers on the Green Dazzlers. Then it's like you can't even make it past the first round, and they're just like, well, what's your team? And then that team hasn't done anything. Yossi for the Predators, and it's just like, well, your team hasn't done anything either. Ovechkin for the Capitals, and it's like, well, 1967, and it's like, oof, you really had to go there. Cousins and Souza on the checklist, so a couple randoms to do already. Jordan and who at Buffalo? Peter. So Brodin for the Jets. Francouz and Tavares, Avs and Leafs. Marchment for the Panthers. Nigel for the Sharks. And Leonard for the Sharks. It's like one of those, like, I get why people keep bringing it up, but also, like, you know, I don't think there's a single Leafs fan that isn't at least aware that the last time they won the Stanley Cup was 67. So, and maybe they'll be a little bit more enjoyable. So, like, in terms of media coverage, it honestly would probably shift because it's not that they finally have a good team and it's like, is this the year? It's like, hey, they've done it. So, like, yeah, we'll get the giant victory lap and stuff, but after that, there won't be, like, all the, well, hey, they finally have this really good team. And, like, on top of that, I know people in Canada are generally like, well, we get all our media coverage and, like, it's a lot of Leafs stuff. And it's like, well, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of Leafs stuff. Like, they're the biggest hockey team in the league. Never mind Canada. Like, they're gonna get a fair share of the coverage, right? You gotta have that representation for the fan base that is obviously like the largest. Like, I don't find the coverage to be as bad. Like, there's certain times where it's like not great. Like, there's a couple times where it's like, for the most part, it's generally fairly balanced. And, like, it's almost to the point where it's overcompensation, especially when it comes to, like, how the team's doing. And also, like, how they're covered is different. There's a lot more of, like, old school viewing for them versus, like, and they have to play, like, the old school ways, whereas, like, younger teams in Canada, like, you know, get away with the whole, like, hey, we're fast and skilled and fun. Olofsson for the Sabres, and that is, you know, I wish that they could do that. Prisky for the Panthers. Ooh, this might be another Stützle. DiPietro for the Canucks. So, I think their media coverage is both, like, good and bad. Broberg for the Oilers. Dellandrea for the Stars. I don't think it's Zamula for the Flyers. I don't think it's as, like, bad as people make it out to be. Lankinen for Chicago. 3, 4, 5, 6. Kaut for the Avs on the Young Gun canvas. Lawrence for the Hurricanes. But, like, yeah, like, I think every single Leafs fan would trade media coverage for a cup. Andre for the Stars, Robertson for the Leafs. So, I don't know, just some observations. Marchment for the Panthers on the Young Guns. Nice one there. Base pack. And Drysdale for the Oilers. I will say, like, the Young Guns seem really sharp in Series 2. As I say that, this one's got, like, a print line and a soft corner. But, like, the corners seem a lot sharper than Hobby did. I don't know, like, or the print, something just seems slightly different. I noticed it in sorting. like, hopefully the, hopefully, you know, they can get at least to the second round. Like, that'll help. And, like, they are a good team at the end of the day. Like, seeing a good team that kind of, you know, has entertaining forwards and scores a lot of goals win the Stanley Cup would be good, I think, for the sport, rather than, like, a more defensive-orientated one. Because, like, offense is fun to watch. Defense, like, don't get me wrong, there are times when defense is good to watch, but, like, if you're just watching two really good defensive teams go against each other, it's kind of like watching a chess match, and it's not, like, I don't know, not the most entertaining thing. Yeah, like, like, the good old Minnesota Wild trap days were not entertaining hockey to watch. I mean, Dallas Calgary doesn't seem very entertaining to me, at least. Kachuk and Kachuk. So Flames, Jordan and Senators. Jordan, not a random, because you have both teams. Beautiful. Not a random. Marchment for the Panthers. Krasnov for the Rangers. Let me just double check. Ottawa is you, and Calgary is you. Yep, you got both teams. Perfect. Byram for the Avs. Soderstrom for the Oats. Kubalik for Chicago. Skinner for the Oilers. We haven't pulled his young gun in a while, it seems. Natures for the Hurricanes. Byram for the Avs on the blue. Laugh for the Rangers on the rookie portraits. Crawley for the Rangers. Latuno for the Sharks on the jerseys. Hang on one second. McColl for the Blues and Broberg for the Oilers. The best box? Because, yeah, we got the checklist as our top young gun, which isn't ideal. Definitely on the unideal side of the spectrum. Alright, series one time. Hope for Zegras. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Toronto win. And this is like from someone who doesn't really like cheer for them. It's just, it'd be nice. I want to show you a box number just in case. There we go. Zegras, Cole. I mean, a Swayman, a Knight. One of those four. A Drysdale. I mean, a Drysdale comes with a Benoit. Oh, a high gloss would be. I'd be down for. I'd be down for a Young Gun exclusives. Those are insanely tough to pull. Again, we're still at 1 and we've opened up. I'll have to go back through and count how many boxes we've actually opened up, but we're at 7 full cases with only 1 and then a bunch of boxes. Probably about like another 3, maybe 4 cases worth of boxes without another one. So, like, really tough to pull. Because we're also pulling, like, it feels like 1 exclusives per case. So, which means that it's, like, a 50 and 250, so a 1 in 5 chance of pulling a Young Gun exclusives. Whereas, like, I felt like that used to be the high gloss odds type of thing. I don't know why I'm opening them all up, but we'll just keep going. We'll make one giant stack here. Yeah, the base cards do have soft corners, so it's unfortunate, but okay, I should at least separate these. Go like there. Alright, whatever. We'll just leave that on top. Why did I do that though? Because I need to stack them this way. Alright. I think I took too much off. I'm reading chat and not focusing. Yeah, retail seems to be better on corners. I think it's just maybe like a different print. It could be a different print supplier. It could be, you know, they're not as like trying to squeeze it out type of thing. I would say print supplier, but given that retail took this long to come out after hobby, so all right. Davey, there's a team viewer for you. If you're in for the second break, the double up that is not started yet. That'll start after this one's finished. So, all right, here we go. Teravainen for the Hurricanes on the canvas. But if you're in this one, it should be up there. So, Leonard for Vegas. Crosby for the Penguins. Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. Will his headbutt cost the team? Burrows for the Avs. Middleton for the Avs. Alright, that's probably where I cut the pack short there. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for the Sabres. Nice UPL. Recapable. Yeah, if you ever are wondering, you can let me know like your first name. I can pull it up pretty quickly. But Zohorna for the Penguins on the Young Gun canvas. But yeah, I'll throw that up as well, just so you can double check. Caulfield for the Habs on the honor roll. Pasichnuk for the Sharks. I really gotta go look up that name. Connor for the Jets on the Dazzlers. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Laugh for the Rangers on the rookie retrospective. And base. Here we go. O'Reilly for the Blues. 7, 8. Kaprizov for the Wild on the honor roll. Cam York for the Flyers on the Young Guns. DeMello for the Jets on the French. Rathbone for the Canucks. Kaprizov for the Wild. Ellis for the Predators. Connor for the Jets. Suter for Chicago on the rookie retrospective. McDavid on the Hundo P Gold for the Oilers. Now we'll throw that up there. It's a McDavid insert. Ruotsalainen for the Sabres. And Krebs for Vegas. So Pekka Luukkonen was our top young gun there. Not the best, not the worst. Kind of just in between. Long term, I think probably the goalie to hold, but Who knows? All right, here we go. Ultimate time. There's the box number. 24398. 96485 on the front. Here we go. Yeah, that wasn't the best box. All right. And by the way, Ken, we need you to say the line. I hope there's a shield in there. Oh, there's something thick in the second slot. I think it's just patch. Though. So we'll go one off the back here. All right, here we go. Good luck. Ingram for the Predators on the jersey to 649. Glad to see him do well. I'm pretty high on him as a player. So, Bellows for the Islanders, 249 on the Ultimate Introductions Gold. It goes this way. Nijov on the Ultimate Rookie Signatures for the Sharks. Nice clean autograph for the Sharks. And Jake Evans for the Habs on the patch auto to 99. Nice RPA there to 99. Not the best box of Ultimate, but you could do worse. So, nice patch. So what I will do is do the randoms here. We got 2 for the Young Guns. Get those set up, and then we will do a recap, and then we'll get into the next break. So first one up is the Kaliev Heponiemi. And then the second one up is Stützle and Cousins. All right. Here we go. 3 times. Whoever's on top gets it. This is for the first one, the Heponiemi Kaliev. Once, twice, third time. Florida. And second one for Ottawa Buffalo. Here we go. Once, twice, third time. Buffalo. Hey, that makes sense as well. They went to the people who probably, I'd say, did worse in the break, so there we go. It was Buffalo, right? Yeah. Double checking. So there we go. Yeah, quick little recap here. Not a ton. Our Ultimate box was kind of on the weaker side. The Nijov rookie auto is nice. The Bellows to 49 isn't the worst for an Ultimate introductions. Ingram, I like Ingram as a player. Not the worst jersey in that set to hit. The patch, I would normally call this a hit of the break, but yeah, it's probably going to be the hit of the break. We'll recap it after. We're a little bit late to that, though. From Retail Extended, we got a Langton to 350. From Series 1, we got a Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen Young Guns. We got 2 checklists. We got a Bunting Young Gun. And Stützle on the Young Guns with the hit of the break probably being the Evans RPA, like to 99. Nice card. On-card auto patch from a high-end product is always nice, but just, could have been a better player. But overall, solid. Again, hey, sometimes that happens. All right, on to 270. Here we go.